Previously on Coach Greg.
I kept calling her Paryss. For like days, weeks. I've been saying
spelling
Paryss.
is so weird.
Like,
if you're that like nervous for people to look at you, like go to a private gym or like work out at home, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like there's definitely creeps out there.
Coach Greg rizzing harder than last. Yes, love her stuff. 100% on gear, though.
Thank
You think of that? The accusations, you get that a lot? Are you natty or
I
not? And all
actually
this.
get that. I get them more than I would think that I would because I'm like, really? Like I don't really have.
Bean Beef Patty also gets accused of being a fake natty all
But
the
I
time.
feel like she looks like it more than I do. I'm like, look at me. Like I have muscle, but I'm like, I mean, I take it as a compliment because I don't even think like I should be accused of that. So I'm like, thank you, but no, I'm not.
I'd say this, angles matter a lot. I think a lot of people take her traps being huge and whatnot. Like if you were to see it in real life, yeah, it's big, but it's not as big as we make it out to be.
So here's the thing. You have a wide bone structure. You have wide shoulder clavicles. So you add any muscle to that, you have like more of a mesomorphic frame.
Right.
So you have a lot of muscle. And because I thought she was older than 20. So when I found out she's only 20, I was like, wow, she has a lot of muscle for age. Doesn't mean you're not natural, but it's just like your frame is conducive to putting a lot of muscle.
Yeah.
So it just makes sense. But you obviously have great genetics. Like the average girl at 20, not going to look like this.
Yeah, and she's been lifting her whole life and everything. Like
yeah, training at 8, competing in powerlifting at 13. I mean, I started at 10. I was competing early as well. But the longer you've trained, obviously the more muscle you're going to get. So although she's 20, she probably has the training experience of somebody who's 25. For sure.
Right. Yeah. So I'm blessed to have like that head start and
just
good
like Lean Beef
genetics.
Batty, she was a gymnast at a young age, so she was training hours and hours a day. So she has that great foundation. So although they're saying you're on gear, that's just a great compliment.
It's a compliment to me, yeah, because I'm totally natural. It's so like so flattered that somebody would even think that was a possibility.
For the public record, Greg, what do you think she is, natty or not?
I was saying natural for sure.
All right.
Yeah.
There you have it.
Says it.
It's got to be fact.
That's the fact.
And what's her number one advice for women that are struggling on a mental level to get motivated to begin working out?
Okay, so I feel like we're kind of going back to like it's intimidating to go to the gym, especially like as a woman. There's a lot of guys in the gym, which I feel like a lot of girls are intimidated by. I've had women come up to me and ask me to like show them stuff in the gym because they were like, "Oh, it's so scary. There's so many guys in there and stuff." But you kind of just have to throw yourself in there, and like people are not just sitting in there waiting to judge you. And like I think people think, oh, you got to get perfect form the first time. If I do it wrong, people are gonna think I'm stupid. Everybody has their first day. Everybody has done a movement incorrectly. I think I could say everybody's done more than one movement incorrectly at some point in their life, just starting off and learning. So it definitely helps if you can find like a partner to go with and stuff. But if you don't have one, honestly, like my biggest thing is just throw yourself in there and just remember, people are not going to be paying attention to you nearly as much as they're paying attention to themselves. And if they judge you for doing a movement wrong and they don't like politely try to help you, they just like say something rude or something, then they are at a lower place than you are because you're actually trying to do better and improve yourself. And if they have something to make fun of because of that, then that's a them problem, not a you problem.
Now, speaking as a man, I don't understand why women are intimidated by me more than, say, you. Like, why would you be worried about me? Like, if anything, I'm the most happy to see anyone in the gym because it's my passion. I mean, I even became a phys ed teacher because I wanted to have other people fall in love with exercise. But like, why would they be more intimidated by me than, for example, you? Like, women are comparing self to women. Like, is a girl who bench presses, say, 50 pounds going to be intimidated because I have 300? But, I'm a guy. Like, why would they be worried about my...
I think the biggest thing is, like, they're afraid of the... You know how the whole Planet Fitness ads are like, this is not a gym, no gym intimidation and all that? A lot of girls are scared of that, I feel, because they think, oh, big guys in the gym, they're going to be rowing 225, benching 405. It's so scary. What if the weights, like, drop? Or, like, I'm going to go up there, pick up a barbell, only put 2.5s on each side and try to bench press and they're going to make fun of me. It's like...
So you think the women are worried that we're going to physically make fun of? Because like men are more intimidated by women than women intimidated by men.
True.
Men are scared of women's opinions more than the other way around.
Oh, of course.
I think that part of it is honestly, I think, and I could be wrong because I grew up in the gym, so I have never really experienced this firsthand because I was always around like people in the gym. I grew up in the gym. But I think partly too, like seeing big guys is physically scary because you guys can like do like you if you decided to attack us or whatever, like you could there's nothing we could really do because most men are stronger than women. So I think that like it's like women are always on guard, I think.
Risk of physical danger is a big thing.
Yeah, see, that never occurs to me because how would it? I'm not a woman, so I don't ever
Right,
feel
because like
that
if
way.
I'm like even now like part of my motivation to look more like jacked is because I want people to not think that they should mess with me. Like that's genuinely one of my motivations is because like I walk down the street, I am like super nervous if I don't have Lewis with me, and even when he's with me I'm still a bit nervous. So I'm always like I had to teach Lewis because I was like, oh, you're a guy, you've never had to think in your head I need to look around me when I'm walking down the street. So like we'll see like a crazy guy, Lewis will just walk past him and not think anything, and I'm like looking in like the shop mirrors trying to see if he's behind me and stuff because that's what I got taught when I was young. So I think it just doesn't occur to like a lot of men like women are physically always on guard. I feel like this goes back to that question of like how can we get more girls in the gym. Stop lifting like monkeys. Like look, I get wanting to lift heavy weight and I get like grunting and stuff like that, but if you're unnecessarily like you're yelling when you don't need to be and you're slamming weights when you don't need to be, one, it's just kind of annoying. I feel like I get grunting and stuff, like that's not a problem, but like if you're like just yelling and slamming weights, it one, like I said, is annoying, but two, I think it makes your lift look less impressive. Like, if I see one guy lift 600 pounds and he's screaming, I'm going to be like, dang, that was really hard for him. That was a struggle. But if I see a guy go up there and lift it and not make a noise, I'm like, whoa, that was easy. Like, that looks way more impressive.
Makes sense.
This guy named Jamal Browner, for example, the guy pulls like 500 kg, puts it down, and he just smiles.
Right.
Like, he looks so much more impressive because
He's like a silent giant. And, like, he's just there, like hook gripping 1,000 pounds, no sweat, and be like, all right, good.
And unfortunately, everyone might make fun of him because he's doing it sumo. Does she watch more anime than last time for motivation? And are you ever going to go to Brazil?
I have a lot of Brazilian fans, believe it
You
or
do,
not.
yeah.
It's insane. Because the
song.
video that went viral was a Brazilian song. I would like to go there one day. I do watch some anime, but not as much because I'm working so much now. And the downtime that I have, I kind of just don't want to have to, like, think. Which with anime, it's very, like, I feel like you have to use your brain a lot because, well, personally, I don't like when it's, like, an English dub. So, like, instead of having the Japanese with the subtitles, they'll just do, like, an English dub. And usually the actors aren't very good. So I prefer to watch it in Japanese. But, like, you have to watch the screen, read the subtitles, watch the screen, read the subtitles. And sometimes it's, like, really fast.
Yeah.
And, like...
And at the end of the day, when we're done, like, cause we stream most nights too. Like after like a 4-hour streaming session, we usually just want to turn on some sitcom and just chill.
Yeah, we don't want to like think. So I don't watch as much anime as I used to, but I still like to like watch like some of the clips and stuff and look at like Attack on Titan, Baki, that sort of stuff. Where like gym motivation. I don't even watch Dragon Ball, but I've seen some like clips from like that and Naruto that was like encouraging for the gym because they're all like they draw them like super jacked, like their face has muscles, like they're insane looking. But I think it is good for gym motivation if you like anime. But yeah, I don't watch nearly as much as I used to, unfortunately.
Have you ever done a Wonder Woman cosplay? Yeah, she's an honest to God Amazon.
Oh,
so there you go, Wonder Woman.
That is a good idea. I've thought about doing a cosplay of her. She's one character that I actually haven't done yet. But,
So is that hard to do? Like, I don't do cosplays or really watch it. So is that like a lot to, I don't know, to put on an outfit? Is just buy an outfit, or is it like makeup?
It's depending on like the cosplay you want to do. So like if Lewis does a cosplay, he's a guy, so the people aren't gonna really pay attention as much to makeup. But like for girls, like I feel like if you want to get that like cartoon look, you want to make your eyes look as big as possible. So usually you do the makeup, you do contacts, like they have like circle lens, so they're like way bigger than your actual iris, and so it looks so cartoonish. And then, like, you do wigs, you do, like, the outfit. Some people even, like, make their own. Like, my aunt makes them. She's actually made, like, quite a few of my cosplays. And it takes her, like, hours and hours a day to make, like, part of it. So, usually I order it because I'm not very creative with the hands-on stuff. But, like, my aunt does it. All kinds of people do it. They get props. And then people will, like, go compete. wearing cosplays and stuff. So I've actually been in a competition before with the cosplays that like my aunt made, and we won a trophy. And so it's a lot of fun. Like, part of the reason I've got popular for some cosplays is because I'm not afraid to go to the gym.
You can show the camera
and
as
dress
well.
up like that at the gym in public. Yeah, that makes sense.
So I'll try to get like, I don't want to say this in a bad way because like I feel like I'm kind of a geek, but it's like gym motivation for geeks a little bit. And I'm like, you know what? Make the gym fun. Go and cosplay. Like, like if somebody says something, they're taking life too seriously, in my opinion. I'm like, I've never had somebody say something bad, even when I was goofing around and like doing like lifting and cosplay. But like, I feel like it's a good gym motivation too. It's like, oh, I want to do this cosplay, this character. They look really good. Let me get in shape and try to do this character. Or it's like, oh, I can dress in this character now. For example, I did like a Chun-Li cosplay. She's got big legs. My legs are not that big, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do this cosplay now, and then I'm gonna do it in like 6 months from now and see how much bigger my legs look and how much more I look like the character now.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, it makes sense. It does seem interesting. I'm sure it's more popular for women. I think there's more men that watch women that do that than the opposite.
Yeah.
Like if I dress up like, I don't know, Hulk Hogan and go to the gym, probably less women are going to be like, oh, that's so cool.
Right, yeah. I think...
I would certainly do it if it worked.
It's definitely more of a female-dominated field, I'd say.
Yeah, I would say that. She'll finally teach him how to do the Chad face. And so you're going to have to show me this Chad face. I always thought it was an app. A lot of people just...
There is an
It's just
app.
like their chin comes out. What do we do?
Okay, there is a filter, but I can teach you right now the way
let's
that I
do
do
it.
Okay, so I'll teach you like one step at a time. So
All right,
with your
first
eyebrows, you want to look like really like concerned. Like what the heck are you doing? Yeah,
Mind
yeah,
if
there
I
you go.
record this real quick?
There
Yes.
you go. Okay, and so the first is the eyebrows. You want to look really concerned, and then you want to squint your eyes like a little bit.
I'm always squinting, so that works.
Yeah, that works. Okay, so we got these two. Then you want to like, do you know how to do this with your nose? So basically like
I can open my nostril. I don't think
I was
can
gonna
suck
say
it
like
in.
sniff in, like, and then hold it. Hold it where it's at.
Oh. This is not happening.
It's okay. It's okay. You don't have to have that part. It's just a accessory.
Oh, I can go out. I'm an outie, not an innie. My nose wants to go out.
It's okay. You can just leave it. It's okay. We got the rest.
The biggest part is coming
The
up.
biggest part is, okay, the flexing, which is the last part. But you want to bite your cheeks, but like not the front towards your lips. Like, yeah, like that.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go. And so you want to have like the eyebrows and everything, and then you want to flex like really hard. And you can like raise your eyebrow and look really like confident.
I feel like I need the nose, but yeah, the eye. Man, that's a lot of.
Yeah,
that's way harder
it's
than I thought.
Like it's so funny though, because I'll be in public with Lewis and I'll just look at him and I'll be like, you can tell people look at us like, what are they doing?
So you just practice so much that it becomes like second nature. Kind of like The Rock does his eyebrow thing.
Yeah, he's
And
like,
just no problem, but I can't do it.
Eventually you get used to it.
And so I've done it so many times that sometimes I'll do it. Like if Lewis says something, sometimes I'll make the face without even meaning to make it. It's just because I've done it for so many videos. Because like the first time I ever tried it, I'd only seen guys do it. And I was like, I kind of want to try it.
Yeah.
Like it might be funny. And so Lewis was at school and he like came home and I was like trying to film myself in like the mirror with the light off and the like flash on because it like makes your muscles look bigger. And he was like, I was like, hey Lewis, can you just like record this for me real quick? And so I was goofing off between like acting like not flex at all to like super flex or whatever. And the angles make it look like I'm like ginormous when I'm like,
It's
not
like
that
So was
big.
it hard to learn the face position? Like, did you have to try it for like an hour, or did it just snap in like a minute? It was like, this is easy.
No, I did it like on like my first try because I was just like, oh.
Some people are just
sure,
born with it, I guess.
it thankfully came pretty natural to me.
Yeah.
But then like the first video of us like of myself doing it like went pretty viral and like people were like making memes. So I was like, okay, maybe I'll just like keep making a few of these because
Well, yeah,
they're just like
roll with
funny.
it.
And So, like, that was, like, last year, and so I'm still making them because people keep asking for them. But
in January, when we posted the Skibbity Dot video for the first time, it was just, like, random night, and I think we were visiting, were we already in West Virginia, or, like, was it in Toronto that we did this? I think it was in Toronto. Right?
I think it was in Toronto.
Yeah, Toronto. It was, like, a week or before we went back to visit our family, and what we were doing, we're just, like, hey, it's late. I told her, I was like, hey, there's this sound that's been going up in virality. It's like, oh, I saw it at 1,600 videos. Now it's at 3,000. This is going up. We should hop on it. And she was like, no, I don't want to seem so goofy and whatnot. I was like, just do it. And then she was like, okay. And then we went to it, get a couple takes, went to bed. Morning, woke up. It was 10 million views.
And then it just like
That's
kept
crazy.
going, and now
I
it's
can't
over
even
like
imagine.
120.
And that was when we had 900,000 followers.
Yeah.
And that, like, to us, 10 million back then
That's
was
an
like
insane number.
Like, that was the
It
most
is.
crazy.
It was
Yeah.
coming, and then it higher than her Baki pose video. If you guys remember that, for OG fans, back when she was doing the Baki pose for, like, that was 20 million views, and then this quickly surpassed it, and then went far beyond it, beyond like what we could possibly imagine.
And then we got to collab with like Mr. Beast because of it and stuff. So
Yeah.
it just shows you, don't be afraid to be silly because it might open up a bunch of
Don't
doors.
be like her and be like, I don't want to look so goofy. I was like, just do it. It's
I'll
funny.
post like 20 shorts to get one that gets to 1 million.
Yeah.
And it's like every single time. And then the one that gets 1 million is like the one that I thought was the worst one.
It's
and all the good ones
always-
are like nothing. I'm like, come
Yeah.
on.
It's always the videos you
weird.
didn't try on. Like
Yeah.
I've tried, like I try to make like gym videos, like showing like, oh, this is what I do at the gym, because people ask for that, and I'm still gonna make them, but they don't do nearly as well as me, like being goofy and doing like the Chad
Yep.
face.
Like we
Yeah.
like sometimes we joking. It's like, honey, it's time to pay the bills.
Yeah, in general, the audience, they might complain. Coach, you do so much drama. I'm like, you guys watch and dictate what videos I'm going to do. Like, if I do a video where I spend 10 hours planning all these science articles and I put together and I'm like, wow, this is so great, and it gets the least amount of views,
Yep.
why would I keep doing them?
And then people complain about it, but then that's never then you post what they want, or what like some people want,
Yeah.
and that's never what the majority wants. I feel like you
For
always
sure.
see the comments that is like the minority.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can fly and spend $3,000, fly out to Ontario, whatever, collab with somebody, do this epic video, get 200,000 views, or I can react and spend 5 minutes looking at a video and get 1 million views. I'm like,
Yeah.
which one would you do?
It's crazy.
Exactly,
Like
yeah.
Mr. Beast has this amazing idea for channel. He just reacts to stuff that's so dumb, and then it's zero budget. I mean, well, not zero budget, very low budget, and his videos sometimes get more than like some of his like other channels. Like,
I love reacting to stuff.
Oh, yeah, it's
it's
so-
fun and I like it and it's easy. So it's
People
a
have
great
asked us to
combination.
do it.
I think
Then
we should
I was like, I
we should
think
maybe
we
do some
should
reaction
start.
content. That might be pretty
Yeah,
fun.
people have asked us to
Yeah.
do that.
Next time on Coach Greg.
Among Us? Is that cool show that's going on right now?
I think that's The Last of Us. Bodybuilding, I would consider doing it, but I really don't have the confidence to wear a bikini on stage.